Facebook Live is a fantastic app and it has lots of potential for the future, and it's definitely a wave that you want to ride. But it's not perfect. So in this video, I want to examine some of the downsides of Facebook Live. And I suppose the biggest downside is that it's live, so mistakes can't be edited out. So if you do or say something stupid, or if something goes wrong, then everyone is going to know about it. So there's no taking it back. There's no second chance to do it again and get it right like you can do if you're getting a YouTube video together or something like that. And while you'll never avoid banana skins completely, you can lessen the chances of an encounter. And that's by following what I call the 3 R's. Rehearse, rehearse, and rehearse. So you want to practice in front of a mirror until you've got your delivery perfect, especially if you're not used to being on camera. And you want to practice the stuff that you're going to do in your videos until you've got the routine right down to a T, so that you know exactly what to do, and you've tried it so often and you've done it so often you could do it in your sleep practically, and then when you actually have to go ahead and do it live, then the chances of something actually going wrong are going to be reduced. Note I say reduced. Things might still go wrong, but you'll lessen the chances of that happening. Another downside to Facebook Live, again because it's live, there's no music or editing to your videos. So, as I was just saying, you can't edit out mistakes. And you can't build atmosphere through adding music. Lots of people like to add some music to their videos to build the right sort of atmosphere. Well, you can't do that really in any type of Facebook Live video. In fact, there's no post-production of any kind. It is what it is, and it goes out live, and what they see is what they get. In fact, the only way that you can have music in your videos is to have music being played in the background. But you must get the volume right though, or it could be distracting and drown out what you're trying to say. And this can be a big problem because chances are you're not going to be monitoring the sound as it's going out either. So you never really know exactly how it's going to sound unless somebody sends you a message saying we can't hear you, speak up, or something like that. You can, though, save your videos for editing later. You can save them to the camera roll option that you have on Facebook Live. And this means that you can post them on video sites like YouTube in a more polished format. You can also post them on your Facebook timeline as a video as well. So it does give you that flexibility. Another thing is it's so new that not many people know about it. And this is perhaps the biggest problem. It was only launched at the beginning of 2016. Initially, it was only available in the US and then only on Apple iOS. And it's being rolled out to other countries, and it's being rolled out on Android. But, of course, not every country has it. And of course, you also need a 4G signal or Wi-Fi for it to work properly, which is another big problem, especially getting 4G. I know that most large cities in the US have 4G. In other countries, that's a bit slower. In rural areas, well, it's just a distant dream, really. So you really do need to have a nice strong Wi-Fi signal in order to use it if 4G isn't available. So again, that's a big problem. And you'll need to tell your followers and subscribers, especially those who aren't on Facebook, about the app as well as your content. And this makes double the workload because you've got to convince people to, first of all, sign up for Facebook if they're not already members, and then to install the software on their smartphones or to go to your Facebook page. You have to verify your Facebook page, and it's a lot of hassle, and so it makes a lot of workload for you. And of course, because it's live, it's not always a convenient time for your viewers to tune in and see your broadcast, especially if they're in a different time zone. And this is something else, if you happen to have a video up on YouTube, well, people can log in and watch it at their convenience. If it's going out live, then of course they've actually got to be there at that time. And they've got to have their computer or their smartphone or their tablet device on at that particular moment. And finally, it's not available in every country in the world yet. It's being rolled out. I think it's in about 40 countries at the time that I'm making this video. It's across the US and it's in a lot of countries in Europe. But other places in the world, it's just simply not available. So if you have a far-flung audience, then they're not going to be able to see it at all. So there you go, just a few downsides to using Facebook Live.